Namaste to everyone. Namaste to
Namaste, good morning and good day.
My dear friends, my dear gods, my dear masters. My sincere pronouns to my beloved Guruji, Brahmarshi Patriji.
Namaste, good morning, sir.
Namaste. So welcome to all for this today's session. So Mahavatar Foundation is conducting today's session. 21 days, part of 21 days holistic wellness program, batch 3. So today's day 18. Friends, we are in day 18. Topics are about the Socrates life. So we try to understand the Socrates, the great philosopher, life of Socrates. And we try to understand what is Agnihotra, part of holistic lifestyle. And we also understand Khechari Mudra today. Right. So about Socrates' life, before understanding that, friends, so we try to understand what are the incidents happened in the life of Rama, Buddha, Arjuna, and Kurukshetra. So a little bit, it's taken a philosophical view, how a philosophy turned into the change in lifestyle of a person, right? The philosophy means questioning of everything. Now, whatever you are into that, what are the kind of life you are leading. So you're going on questioning. So why it is so, why it is not so, how it is, how it doesn't happen. So many questions comes in everybody's life. Similarly, what happens is if you take the history of the great embodiments of our ancient dharma. So Rama, Buddha, Arjuna. So if you try to understand their life also, so their life is also started with a lot of questioning, and then it turned into the great realization, and then after the enlightenment, and it has helped the entire humanity and Earth planet. So likewise, in everybody's life, so the one or other incidents keeps happening. Because of that, you'll also start questioning yourself and questioning your life. Then slowly you search for the truth, and you travel in the truth, the path of the truth, and then you'll finally get into the enlightenment. This happens for everybody, friends. So in everybody's life. So today you are attending this class. The reason being, you might be having some questions about your own life. So what is my life? So why I'm living like this? So where do I go after this life? So where do I end up? And where do I come from? Before coming to this birth, where I was, what I was doing. So then when after this life, after the death, where do I go? What do I do over there? So likewise, so why these people are, different people are in different nature. So lot of questions will come in everybody's life. Likewise, to answer to know that kind of questions, one has to understand himself, all others, the nature, everything you need to understand. So the questioning, you have to put a lot of questions. A lot of questions has to be generated. So then you try to understand yourself and the nature, and then finally it leads to the realization in everybody's life, my dear friends. So similarly, what happens is in the life of Rama, after the education is finished, he's done his own education. After education, he come back to the palace, and so his father was, he was feeling so lonely, and sitting in palace, he was not happy at all. He was not happy. So then his father questioned him, Rama. So why you are not happy? What is the reason? He said, I did my education, so everything is finished, but I'm not happy. I'm not happy because I have some questions in my own life. So why the people are not happy? When I observe the society, the people are not happy, and everybody is suffering because of so many diseases. So what is the meaning of death? What happens after the death? So why I'm born here? So these are the questions haunting me. So though I studied and I did my education, I'm happy in the palace everywhere. You have given the excellent life, but still I'm not happy inside. So that's what, he was suffering inside, lonely feeling, and a lot of questions like this. So haunting his mind. Then when his father questioned him, he told like this. Then he decided to send Rama to his guru, Vasishtha Maharshi. So he sent to Vaishta Maharshi. He sent to Vaishta Maharshi, and Vaishta Maharshi also asked the questions. Why you are so unhappy? What is the reason for your unhappiness? Dukkha. So these are the questions, Swamiji. I am suffering. I do not know the answers. I am searching. I want to find out. So what is the reason for the death? So what happens after death? What was there before death, before birth, where I was? All these questions are haunting me, and many people are suffering on the earth planet. Many people are suffering with many diseases, many kind of problems, issues. So I want to know the answers for all this. Then Vasishtha Maharshi started. That's what we try to. So Vasishtha Gita. Vasishtha Gita was born out of this, the teachings of Vasishtha Maharshi to Rama, Lord Rama. So after that, before that, Rama was also a ordinary person, and he was not much enlightened, not so philosophical, or nothing was there. He's an ordinary person, like any in the king's family. He born a filthy rich family. So he was born into, and then he did all his education, normal life, everything is normal. So Rama was a normal person till that point of time. When he got the good amount of wisdom received from his guru, Vasishtha Maharshi, then what happened? So then Vasishtha Maharshi taught him so to practice what is the practice of sadhana. Everything he taught to the Rama. Rama started practicing, and then slowly he realized everything. He got the answers. All his questions are answered through his own sadhana. So that through his own tapas, all this what he has done. So that's how Rama realized in his own life, friends. So he realized his own life, and then he became a great master, and of course he became a great king on the earth planet. So that's how it's in anyway everybody's life. The questions will start like that. Somehow, some place at some point of time in the life, the questions will start in their own mind. Then it leads to the search for the truth. So that's how the Rama life has turned into the greatest life on the earth planet. So in the same way, if you try to understand Buddha's life, so Gautama Siddhartha life, right? So he was born in the filthy rich family. So his father is Suddhodana. So his father was a great king of the place. So then he was also leading excellent life in his early ages of Gautama Siddhartha. So one of the monk came to his palace. He told to his father Suddhodana, so Suddhodana Maharaj. So then he told that your son may become a monk if he is exposed to any kind of a unseen, like whatever the things which are not the bad events. For example, if you try to see any bad event, if he is exposed to any kind of a bad things happens in the society, you will turn into the monk. So be careful, take care of him. Then Suddhodana was taking all his care, given a wonderful life, the very luxury life to the Siddhartha, and he was kept in the palace. He was never allowed to go outside. So all this was happening. But one point of time, somehow he need to go out. He went outside. He has seen the person who was bent. He was bent and walking on the road with a stick. And one of the situation faced by him. So the one person died. All his relatives were crying, and then he was carrying the dead body. He also observed that, and he's also observed such a way, like he observed other things. Many other people are suffering with many diseases, right? So he observed these three events. When he observed these three events, he asked his Rathsarathi Chinna. So he asked him, so whether this will happen to my life also. Swamiji, this also will happen to you. You will become old age. You will also die one day. All this, you will get diseases. Everything he told. Then in that case, what is the use of this life? When I'm going to pass away, when I'm going to die, when I'm going to become old, then the lot of dukkha is there. So all these things you want to explore. You want to really search for it. So he was not happy by seeing all these untoward incidents. So he has seen it, he is exposed to it. Then he questioned himself. So why these are all the things happening? What is the reason for these things? For the humanity. So he want to explore all these things. Then he went back, and on the one fine day, by the time he got married, so his wife was Yasodhara, and he had a child, one Rahul. His name is Rahul. So on the one night, midnight, he left everybody and he left the palace, and then he went to the forest and he started doing meditation. He started doing a lot of sadhana, a lot of gurus he met, and he was trying to search for the answers for all these things, like why a person become old, why a person become die. Once he die, what happens? Like why he's getting the death first of all. So all these things you want to understand the question. The lot of questions you want to get answers. Then he searched for these answers with the various gurus, various masters those days. Then finally he went on searching for so many, around 5 years he went on searching. Then he could not get proper answers. Everybody tells his own way of philosophy. Then but finally he's not convinced. So when he's not convinced, what happened is he went and sat under one Bodhi Vriksha in Gaya, the place of Gaya in Bihar. And that he was sitting for a long time, and in fact, without any food, his body becomes so lean, so he may die any moment of time. He may die any moment of time. At that point of time, there is one lady called Sujata. So she was observing him sitting under the tree, and he was doing a lot of sadhana, and he was also becoming so lean, and he was becoming almost like a about to die, that kind of situation. She has observed it, and she was observed him, and she suggested him. So if you have the body, you are alive, then only you can do this sadhana and all these things. So why do you make your body so so lean and becoming so weak? So then you take one. She offered the paisa, so that she has offered the paisa. So then he took it, he drank it, and then after that again he started doing meditation. His own sadhana was excellent that time. So he continued his sadhana and the same Bodha Vriksha, Bodha tree. Then by midnight, he went into the deep trance and deep meditation state, where he started so many things started revealing to himself. But at that point of time, when his body is so weak, then he was only observing his breath. The body was so weak, and finally it has come to almost the destructive state. So then he was observing after eating the paisa. Then he started sitting and observing his own breath. He was reminding himself. So there are so many mantra sadhana, so many dikshas, everything has taken, no result of it. So nothing has answered his questions. Nothing is revealed to him. So then at the last instance of his realization, what has happened is he started observing his own breath. He was reminding himself in the childhood. So he used to see in the childhood also. Siddhartha was seeing lot of visions, lot of people in the in the dreams and all. Lot of people used to come. So likewise, so that kind of experience he reminded himself again, and he started observing his own breath. No mantra, no chanting, no other diksha. All these things, he forgot everything. Whatever he learned till now from the various so many masters. Then he started observing only the breath. He started sitting and started observing his own breath. So by observing our breath, continuously, then he went into the deep trance, a deep state of meditation. And in the midnight, he started getting lot of experiences. He started getting his astral body released, third eye activations, and all the visions have started coming. And he was able to see all his past lives. He was able to see. And then also he tried to see the reasons for his own birth, and also he started seeing the future lives. Everything he was able to understand, and he was trying to see about he was trying to understand about his disciples. So many disciples were there till that point of time, friends, till he came under the Bodha Vriksha in Gaya. So many disciples were following him. When he started sitting under the tree and he was not eating anything, and he became so weak and lean, then everybody thought he may die. So then everybody left him. Nobody was there with him at that point of self-realization or enlightenment state. So then once he got enlightened, he also see in the same night, throughout the night he was in the meditation. Then he got everything revealed. Then one point of time in the early mornings, he tried to see. So after he got enlightenment, after self-realization happened, after he visualized or visited his own self and understood the entire the gamut of life, and he understood the complete the mysteries of the universe and himself. When he understood, then in the early mornings, he tried to see where are all the disciples who are there with him. Then he first tried to see in his through his third eye. He tried to understand they're all very far away. So then he started walking from that place. So the first thing you want to do is you want to teach all these people about this method of meditation, that is Anapanasati. So that's how, friends. So when all these questions started in his Buddha life, so Gautama Siddhartha has become a Buddha. So that's how it happens, friends. This is called philosophy. This is a philosophy, actually, basically. So Arjuna, let's take an Arjuna example in Kurukshetra. What happens in Kurukshetra is happening, all his relatives, friends, gurus, everybody is in front of him standing, all the Kauravas are standing, the Pandavas are standing, the Kurukshetra Saradi, so Arjuna, and the back of it, Krishna was sitting, observing all these things. Then Arjuna became so sad, and he kept all his weapons down, and he was not ready to fight anymore. The reason is all these relatives, gurus, his grandfathers, everybody is there in front of him. He thought of not killing anybody, and he's getting dukkha. So then he's not ready to fight anymore. But for the social welfare of the people, so he must do this. He must do this kartavya. So his karma, he has to perform his karma without any kind of hesitation. That's what the instruction of the Krishna. So, but he could not listen. So then he used the word Yogi Bhava Arjuna. You must understand who are you, what is the true form you, what is your true form. Try to understand. Then you will not get this kind of a grief or sadness within your life, Mr. Arjuna. So he was trying to teach the Arjuna in that point of time. That's what the Bhagavad Gita came. See, Srimad Bhagavad Gita came. So that's a old teaching of Krishna to the Arjuna. So to realize him that he's not this physical body, he's also a soul. All other beings, all other your relatives, gurus, who are all standing in front of you, they're also souls. They're also souls, you are also soul. But for the sake of the social welfare of the people, you must eliminate all these people without any doubt in the mind. So you're also soul, they're also souls. Even if you die, or if they die, they go to the upper worlds, the Sargaloka. So they have a life in the Sargaloka. You are not removing you are removing the bodies only. You are not removing the soul consciousness. You can never remove the soul consciousness. Soul consciousness doesn't have the death. It only transforms from one body to other body. It is never going to die. So, Mr. Arjuna, so start doing the war. So that's how the Bhagavad Gita, whole Bhagavad Gita came into picture. So that's how because of his realization, friends. He has got the questions in the mind. He tried to answer them himself, but he could not. Then when Krishna started teaching him Bhagavad Gita, then he understood everything. Then he started doing war. So that's how the things happened. Mahabharata happened. So this is the way in everybody's life, my dear friends. In everybody's life, like Rama, Buddha, Arjuna, whoever it is, the great people, the great enlightened people, in everybody's life, this happens. So you get a lot of questions. In the way of answering all these questions, your life gets enlightened. You get self-realization. So that's the greatest gift to this Earth planet. Every one of us must give. So we also must do that. So that means, so friends. So here is one of the best, one of the more known philosopher, the best philosopher on this Earth planet. So was also visited the Earth planet, Socrates. That's why we are now trying to understand about Socrates, friends, today. So Socrates born in 470 BC in the Greece, the country. So Athens is the capital of Greece. So, and of course he died in 399 BCE. So maybe about 78 years old at that point. At that age, he has died. So he's an ancient Greek philosopher. Has got a profound influence on the all Western philosophy, friends. So one of the Greek philosophers. So he's one of the Greek philosopher. So in his own lineage, basically Socrates was there, and then after him is a student. Plato was there, the best student. When many students for Socrates, but one of the best students is Plato. So for the Plato, the best student is Aristotle. Okay, this is the way. These are the three names we mostly hear from the Western philosophy. So they are Western yogis, we can say, Western rishis, we can say. Okay, so right. So let's understand what is philosophy. Philosophy has got two words, friends. Philia means love, sophia means knowledge. The combination of these two words is form the philosophy. So that's why philia means love, sophia means knowledge. So love or knowledge. So anybody who is having love or knowledge, love on knowing things more and more and more. So that's called philosophy. So many of the universities will give doctorate of philosophy to the many of the philosophers. So even the people who work on different things. So they may be working on physical sciences, arts and poetry, literature, whatever it may be. Whoever go on question themselves on about various things, and they try to get more answers, more and more answers to all their questions. They put their own questions. First of all, the doctor of philosophy means like these students, the students who are pursuing the PhD, so they must question. Let's take a poetry or literature. They start questioning, many things in their own the way of learning, and then all those questions must be answered by themselves, and the answers will be extracted from all other people. They start questioning so many people in their way of research. So what they do, they go on question the various people, various situations from various sources. They try to collect the answers, and then they put the actual, the actual philosophy will be shown to the society, and then they educate it. Likewise, the doctor of philosophy is conferred to the people who are on questioning about various things, friends. So like this is a philosophy. So everything is philosophy in life, friends. All other sciences, arts, and all other things in life. Whatever you take in your life, it may be arts, it may be science, it may be technology, whatever it may be. Without questioning, nothing will come. Always you must question. So why is it so? Why is it not like this? Why it is happening like that? Why it is not happening other way? So what is the reason for this? What are the reasons? So which doesn't affect. So likewise, many questions you should generate in your own life. Then only the proper answers will come. Proper research will happen by yourself. So once the questions are generated in your mind, you always try to search for the sources, search for the answers. So that everyone should follow this philosophy. So that's so philosophy tattva shastra we say, right? So he grew up during the golden age of miracles. Athens served with distinction as a soldier, but became best known as a questioner of everything and everyone. Friends, he also served in the war, like as a soldier. He served for the Athens country, in the Greek country, in Athens capital. So he served as a soldier also, but he was best known for questioning of everything and everyone. So all the time, his style of teaching, immortalized as the Socrates method, involved not conveying knowledge, but rather asking questions after clarifying question until his students arrive at their own understanding. So what will happen is he never teach anything to anybody. For example, if you ask me one question, I give you answer. No, he doesn't give answers like that. What happens is he asks the question to his student or his followers. Then he told them to search for the answer. Again, after giving one answer, then he put one more question. Then the student will get one more question into his mind. Then again he started searching. So likewise, he make themselves to come to a solution or to arrive at understanding about that particular topic. So likewise, he does. He never answer. He never give any knowledge to anybody, friends. So that's another, the uniqueness of Socrates. Right. Socrates was born and lived nearly his entire life in Athens. His father, Sophocles, was a stone mason, and his mother, Penelope, was a midwife. Basically, he used to help for the delivery of the people. So as a youth, he showed the appetite for learning. So Plato is one of the disciples. He recorded all his teachings. Okay, he recorded all his teachings. Socrates himself have never recorded anything, never written any book or whatever. Plato is one of the great disciples of Socrates. He recorded everything. He started writing so many books, right? So that's how so many of the things have come out. So the Plato described him eagerly acquiring the writings of the leading contemporary philosopher. So Anaxagoras. So this is the philosopher. Is an ideal example for Socrates, basically those times. Okay. So through 420, through the years 420, Socrates was deployed for several battles this war happened, but also spent enough time in Athens to become known and beloved by the city's youth. What happens is those days, friends, the war happened. He participated in the war in the year 420 BCE. So after that war, and he spent enough time in Athens only. Always his whole life was leading in Athens only. He never went any other place. Okay, he never had an idea to go any other outside of the city. But he participated in the war. He got a very good name also. What happens is even in the war field. So in that the cold country, the lot of coldness was there. He was walking directly on the snow itself. Many of his colleagues were not, they were having a lot of, the blankets, putting on blankets, and they were trying to protect from the cold, chill. but he never did like that. What Socrates, even that point of time itself, Socrates used to have that kind of a yogic style of life, yogic style of nature within him. So he used to walk barefoot on the snow itself, such a chill, the soul cold, the cold places. He was not wearing much. He was having only always one coat, one particular, jerkin was there with him, nothing much. Okay. So then he used to walk directly with the barefoot on the snow. So that was his kind of a tattva. So within his mind, he was so highly focused and like kind of a having a one concentrated mind, having a yogic mind. He was leading that kind of life in those days also. So two of his younger students, so historian Xenophon and the philosopher Plato, regarded the most significant accounts of Socrates' life and philosophy. Okay, they have written all that. Even there is something called Dialogue. Dialogue is the book which is written by Plato about all the life and incidents of the Socrates friends. That was the greatest book. There is one more book called Apology. So that is also written, but Apology is written with all the kind of incidents at the time of death of the Socrates. Okay. Anyhow, so changed entire life after visiting. Especially, he visited one temple called Apollo. The place in Apollo, there is an Apollo place in Athens, and in that place there is a temple. He visited that particular place where there is a one Ganachari or like an oracle, a mysterious voice comes. So there is a belief. So there is the belief that one mysterious voice is there in the temple. Anybody goes there and asks any question, it will answer. It will answer for you. So that's how he visited along with friend. He went to that particular place. So this is a turning point for Socrates, my dear friends. Till that point of time, he was a good soldier. He was leading some kind of a life as a materialistic life. All that happens. But when he visited this temple, so then his entire life turned into the different direction, friends. So he became a wise man. Okay. So basically, what happened? So he asked one question: "Who am I?" So that oracle asked him first of all, "Who are you?" He said, "I am a Socrates." So then he also, that is the way. What happens is the oracle starts telling, that mysterious starts telling that, so you are a Socrates, but you are one of the wisest man in the entire Athens. Athens itself, you are only one wise man. Then he was getting a doubt. So why it is telling like that? First of all, Socrates always believes only one thing. He always says that I do not know anything. Though he knows whatever, he knows many things, but he always have one particular sentence in his mind. He's having that attitude. I do not know anything. That is the only one word he's having. Oracle questioning, who are you? Says, I am Socrates. So I only know that I do not know anything. So that's the thing it is having in his mind. Then when Oracle says that you are a wise man, then he got a doubt. You want to understand, you want to know the secret behind it, and also you want to search for the person who is having more knowledge, who is having the high amount of wisdom. He was started searching. And if he went into that philosophical mode now, his philosophical mode is started. Okay, so from that day he was searching for a person who is wiser than him. So the Socrates, the famous words, the philosophy. So the Socrates' famous philosophy is only one thing. What is it? If anybody says anything, he says that this is about love. Like if you talk about love, then you start questioning what is love, what is the reason, how it will be, what it is. So he started questioning go on questioning inside. Suppose if you say I know how to play the music, then he start questioning you. What is that music? So how to play that? What is the in and out? Everything. He goes very deep inside. So that's the kind of questioning he always does. So friends, likewise, he himself termed like a bee and midwife for humanity. He always says that, the honeybee is there. You go on stick, you go on bite, and then he takes a lot of, the honey from various flowers. Likewise, so at the same time, like a midwife. Midwife means he goes and do deliveries for many the women. So likewise, what he does is to the humanity, he feel like that. So he always go on, bite them. Go on, bite them. So he doesn't leave any person. If he come across one person, he started sitting with him the whole day. Whole day he starts spending with him. He doesn't know any work. And other thing is, so what happened is, especially for him, there are 3 children. So he got married. So his wife was a very tough lady. So what will happen is he used to scold like anything whenever he comes. So because this person, what happened after he visited temple, then Apollo, he got, he went into that philosophical mode now. He went into this questioning mind. So then what happened? So he also spent the whole life, in a lifetime also. He doesn't do any job. He was not having any interest to do any kind of a job. Then Socrates' wife was, having 3 children, and she was suffering. And whenever he come across, so Socrates' wife, whenever he come across, he scold like anything to him. Then that's why he's afraid of going to house also. Morning, you go out of the house. Then by very late night only, you come back to the house. So that's what he was doing in the daytime. He used to go to this street, that street in the Athens. Wherever he goes, and he goes to one particular street, and maybe under the tree, or otherwise wherever some people he come across, or is known people, anybody is there, he go to his house, then sitting with them and started questioning, and started go on questioning about a particular things. Then he was, and also what happens is his mind is something like, he was started questioning those days politics also. He was a best philosopher, where he was questioning those point of time, whatever the democracy was there in Athens, he was questioning like anything. Is all the way he was researching that it leads to the birth of the communism. All this happened because of him. So the kind of a social life, he never liked that democracy what it was there at that time, and he was started questioning even the great, the kings, and the rulers of that country, Athens. He was questioning them also. He was questioning openly, right? He never liked that kind of methods of the democracy. So that's how what happened is he used to do that. So sometimes he drink with friends and students. Even whenever they invite him only. So then what will happen? He sit with them, and everybody drank, and then they fell down. Then, but he was, though he's having a drink, but he does a lot of philosophical questioning to them also. Like, he spent whole night like that. Then he used to go back to house, and then next day morning he come back. Again, he was in search of those people. He goes to the different streets and in search of those people. Again started, this philosophy, the questioning, all these things he used to do like that. So likewise, what happened? But wherever you go on the barefoot pants, and he has got only one jerkin. He used to put it, no shirt inside, and he was a very short person, and bald head, and he was having a lot of belly, right? A lot of belly was there, and sometimes if he doesn't go to the house, in the daytime, and very rarely go because his wife doesn't like him. So then what happened? What he used to do is he used to spend outside only. If he get the food, he will eat. If he doesn't get the food, he just go to the sleep. So with hungry, no problem. So likewise, he was spending his whole life, friends. So then what happens is, so most of the times, because of his questioning, and because of educating a lot of people about, we put one question on anything. For example, governance or corruption. He put one question to the person, opposite person. He started getting the answers from himself itself. He never teaching, but all the answers will come out slowly. So that's how what happened is he tried to educate the lot of youth what he used to meet those days. Youth and many of the other adults, he used to meet, and then motivate them towards the communal kind of concept. Because in democracy, what happened, friends? We used to consult all the people. See what happened in democracy. Now we are in India. We take decisions, but the decision will never be good for all the people. You take any decision, for example, whatever our rulers take the decision, right? So what they do, so some majority they will take, and they take one decision, which is not good for the people, but they will implement it, and then we suffer. So likewise, in the democracy, nothing will happen in a good way. So if it is communism, what happened? There is no selfishness. There is no kind of you see communist countries. Nobody can live so lavishly such a way that you cannot amass the wealth of 1,000 crores, 10,000 crores. Not required. It has to be distributed equally to everybody. So that is the concept which Socrates likes. Okay, so that's how he has led to the communism, all these things in those countries, those days. Somehow, anyway. So and also what happens is there is one more thing he used to do is he doesn't like something called god or whatever, like Olympians. So there were gods. Olympians were the gods, goddesses in the country, in Athens especially. So many people used to pray them. So then what happened? He started condemning them. he started condemning them that, so God is everywhere, God is only one, and God is everywhere, God is only one. There are no different gods. He used to say all these things to the humanity, is to teach the people like this. So because of this, what happened, friends? Slowly, situation has come to the things that those rulers at that point of time, that point of time, so they never liked him. And because of that, they wanted to punish him, basically. So they never liked his philosophy, and they felt that he's spoiling the youth, and he's denying the gods of the country, and he's openly condemning many things. So all this he was doing. Okay, so then the rulers identified that he's a person who is not to be there in the society, and they want to eliminate him. They want to basically kill him. So that's how it is started. The death process started. Death process starts happening for Socrates in his life, friends. So anyway, so he also got an inner voice, friends. So his inner voice is very strong for Socrates. Try to understand that. So this inner voice was very strong. What is inner voice? Always is to get some inner voice inside. So what not to do is to get that voice. He never get what to do. So if he is committing any mistakes, so Socrates is to get some inner voice, not to commit that, not to do that. That is the inner voice. He always go with it, friends. Now, so his death process started, especially in the nation. He opposed a lot of gods and he spoiled the youth. That is the belief has started, friends. So especially in the rulers of those times in Athens. Okay, so when it started, then so then you put they put the case in the court. So so many people in the court, what happened? This combination of so many decision makers were there out of 280 people. So the almost like so about 280 people. So half of that people, half or more than half people, right? They started giving a verdict to him, and maybe some, let's say, out of 480 people, out of 280 people has given a verdict to him, saying that he must be punished. Other 200 people in favor of Socrates. So that means there is small difference, about 70-80 people. So against to the Socrates, the verdict has come. So what is that verdict? Basically, they want to kill him. They want to punish him. So the punishment is they want to kill him completely, eliminate him. Otherwise, he will spoil the youth of that nation, and also he is opposing the gods and goddesses, what they're praying, right? But Socrates' philosophy is God is one, is everywhere. That's all. Simple philosophy. So anyway, so now they have declared the death sentence to him. So when he declared the death sentence to him, so he was he in fact agreed. He never opposed it. Okay, so he only said that. So there was only some percentage was left over. All the major percentage, more than half percentage declared their death sentence to me, and near about maybe 40% people have supported me. So anyway, anyhow, it is my destiny. I will accept it. So he has accepted it, and he never opposed it. Because those days he was having a lot of followers in Athens, and the great people, rich people also was there. Somehow they liked his philosophy. So likewise, what happened? So there was a chance that he can escape. Basically, what happened those days when the death sentence is declared finally by the verdict has come, and now he has to go for the death sentence. Okay, so Marana Shiksha. Okay, then there was 1 month period. In that 1 month period, there should not be any blood should happen in the country. So that was the good time. So that's some sentimental period in the Athens. Then what happened? That 1 month he has to wait. He has to wait for a death sentence. So basically, he was waiting in the inside the jail itself. He was waiting in the jail and waiting for that 1 month. In that 1 month, he has a chance to he can do many things. Basically, he has got many rich people, so they can bribe the jailer, and he can come out of the jail. He can go away from the country, or otherwise he can put a lot of other things about his family, everything he can go and put in front of this people who make a verdict. So he can reopen the case and try to Kshama Bhiksha. He can ask for, and many chances are there. Many of the opportunities are there. But he only told one thing. So why I have to afraid of the death? First of all, what is death? In his mind, so he was fixed that he will go through the death sentence only. The reason is he has got his own philosophy within him. he never wanted to escape anything. One verdict has come, you don't want afraid of death also. So then that point of time, what happened is, so he was questioning himself. So what is death and what is the meaning of death? He was only getting an answer to himself that either death is, getting into the Sunya sthiti, zero state of mind. Basically, what happens when death happens permanently? So everybody will go into the susupta state, susupta state. That means a permanent emptiness of mind, right? So this, when do you experience, friends? You experience either in the sleep or in the, if you are going to the deep sleep, you will experience it. Most of the time we never go into the deep sleep, so then we don't get a sound sleep. That's why the susupta sthiti, that is zero state of empty state of mind, you never experience. So he says to himself that, okay, it's a good time for me to experience that. Definitely I'll go, I'll accept it. At the same time, he also get question himself that maybe is a traveling from this world to the other world, so that in the other world he has got very good friends. He can go and sit there and he can start his own philosophy and start questioning there also, and he can spend good time there also. So then what is the worry? Why should I worry? But for all other friends and everybody, it was a lot of mental agony, and they were suffering. He was not accepting anything. He never accepted anything, any other proposals from any friends. Right? Anyway, 1 month is passed, and jailer also. Jailer, see, all the inmates of jail, many people, what happened? So they'll be suffering and roaring, crying, all this used to do. But this man was sitting silently, and he was in his own with himself. He never worried, and he was eating, doing normal things, and with a normal mindset. So there is no difference found in him. The jailer was also, something he felt unique, and he was very happy with him, and he was of course getting a lot of kindness to him onto the Socrates. So then he was there in the jail for 1 month. Then jailers finally he became so he went into dukkha, sadness. Like this kind of person is getting this death sentence. It's not supposed to happen, and likewise he was also feeling. Then ultimately what happened? The one fine day has come. Finally he has to go for a death sentence. So what is the death sentence given to this person? So there's a poison. So it's called hemlock. Hemlock is the poison. So he's supposed to drink. Okay. He supposed once you drink that poison, then slowly is all the parts, the legs and everything get numbness. Then slowly, when it reaches to the heart, the heart starts stop. Heart gets into stopping mode. Then it gets stopped. So that's how the death takes place. Just slowly it started working, friends. Starts working. So likewise, so then what happens? Even one of his colleague was there. So in the jail itself. So then he was telling to jailer through that person. So ask the people to get the tell your persons to prepare the poison and give it to me. Then they were feeling that why so hurry? You can leave 1 more day, 2 more days. Then he was telling one thing is if I leave for 1 day or 2 days and more days, how does it make any difference? It doesn't make any difference for me. Many of the people, many other jail inmates, what they do, if they get the death sentence, they always try to postpone it. They always try to live for some more time. But Socrates never cared for it. He wanted to live the life. He wanted to live as soon as possible. Then he told them itself, you prepare the poison and bring it to me. Okay. So then he was putting a pressure on them. And that's how they also feel something different. Why this man is, like they were feeling something different on him. Then anyway, the jailer has told to the advice to this person. He brought the poison. So in front of everybody, he drank that poison, and slowly, the death started happening, and he left the life. So likewise, friends. So it's like totally, it's a vishada. That means a tragedy or a sad and dukkha. So in his own life, the entire death has been taken by himself. He himself has caused for the death. In fact, how? Because of his own philosophy of mind. He questioned the great rulers those days, and he started changing the youth because of this, but he never cared for it. Okay, so all this is entire death process, friends, is written in the book called Apology. You can of course read it. Okay, so that's also available. You can definitely read it. So this is how the entire Socrates life, friends. So is the life. The message of Socrates' life is, so you should not be afraid of the death. Even he was ready for drinking poison. You understand there is a poison, right? So that means the great people, so great people like great enlightened people is an enlightened person, is a yogi, right? So what happens is they won't afraid of the death also. they accept it, they invite it, then they take it like that. So this is what the about Socrates' life, friends. Okay. Now let's go for meditation now. Start sitting in the meditation. You already know the meditation. Sit in the meditation. Switch off your lights. Take up your spectacles. Sit straight on the floor, on the bed, on the mat. Wherever you sit, sit comfortably. Sthira Sukha Asana is essential. Close your eyes now. Close your eyes. Start observing natural breath. Incoming and outgoing natural breath, friends. Be with your natural breath. No thoughts whatsoever. If any thought comes, cut the thought right away and come back to the breath. Again and again. This is a game. We play with the breath. The breath game. We try to play the game nicely, so nicely. It will get into the silent mode of mind through the help of breath. We get into the vast state of emptiness with the help of breath. Follow the breath. Only follow the breath. Never follow the thought. Breath is essential. Breath is vital in our life. Thoughts are non-essential. Thoughts are no more required. Be with your natural breath. No color, no form, no shape for the breath. Hence, you won't get any thoughts if you are in the breath. It's the purest form of yourself. It's a pranic energy. Breath is a pranic energy. If you keep practicing, the breath becomes slower and slower and slower. That makes thoughts getting empty and empty and empty. That is the state of meditation, the pure state of Dhyana, meditation. Be with yourself. When you are with your breath, you are with yourself. You are without that pure consciousness. Enjoy that empty state. Enjoy that breathless state, thoughtless state, mindless state. Be with it. Susupti. That is the state of Susupti. The vast emptiness. Sunya Sthiti. That is the real form of you. That is the true form. That is the true self of you, of this entire cosmos. Feel the natural breath. Follow the breath. Do not follow any thoughts. If any thought comes, cut the thoughts right away. Come back to the breath. You are entering into the deep state of meditation, going deeper and deeper, deeper and deeper. Whatever the thought it may be, not required anymore in the meditation. The divine practice. In meditation, God is going to talk to you. In the prayer, you are trying to talk to God. Last 2 minutes. Final 2 minutes of meditation. Be with your natural breath. Last 2 minutes. Last 1 minute. Final 1 minute of meditation. Be with your natural breath. Last 10 seconds. Final 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Place your both hands on your eyes for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Slowly take your hands, slowly open your eyes. Please come back. Yes, friends. So, part of holistic lifestyle, let's know about the Agnihotra. Today we are trying to understand about Agnihotra. Friends, many of the people, many of you might have heard about many of the religious practices, Vedic practices. So in most of the homes, you do homas, yagnas, right? You try to conduct the yagnas and homas, all this. So we generally know as a ritual practice, we try to do homa or yagna, right? But we didn't know about the scientific background of it and the deep understanding of that yagna or homa, what you perform at your house. So we try to discuss about this Agnihotra. Maybe it's a small yajna or a homa. It can be practiced every day in every home, right? What are the benefits? There are innumerable number of benefits are there. Numerable benefits are there. So with the Agnihotra, especially. So Agnihotra is a homa or a small yajna. So which can be practiced in all homes, all of us, we can follow that every day on a daily basis. You can do that. So the importance of it and benefits and how to practice, everything we'll discuss in this session. So Agnihotra, that means we conduct the homa or whatever with the help of fire. With the help of fire, basically. So you observe here the picture what is shown here. So this is the smallest homa which everybody can practice at your home, office, or a garden, or a field or a farm, wherever. Everywhere you can practice this particular ritual, right? So, but looks like a ritual, friends. I'm telling you, this is the invention of our ancient saints. Okay, our sages and saints have invented this. So anything is invented, anything written by in Vedas, if it comes from Vedas, it comes from our ancient saints. It is always powerful. It is much more than science, I can say. So whatever we call it as modern science, all this modern science is a subset of the spiritual science. Spiritual science is the superior science. So the part of spirituality, the part of the highly Vedic practices, one of the highly Vedic practices Agnihotra. One of such practices Agnihotra, which has been followed by our ancient saints for centuries, for thousands of years, my dear friends. So such is the power of this Agnihotra. Okay, we generally in Mahavatar Foundation, if you go to our Mahavatar TV YouTube channel, you can find so many number of videos on the Agnihotra. We used to perform. We used to call all the people, all the meditators, masters, right, into the Mahavatar Foundation facility where we perform this Agnihotra and we conduct the classes and we try to give more and more wisdom. The practical classes we conduct. So that all those videos are available in the Mahavatar TV. Please watch them. Anyway, so for the sake of explanation and giving you the idea about Agnihotra, and you also can start practicing at your home. So what are the benefits? If you know, definitely you can start. You will start from tomorrow itself, friends. You never leave this. So part of your life, see, we have been discussing holistic lifestyle. We have been discussing meditation is one of the best holistic method of treating any kind of disease within your physical body or mental health or whatever, social health, all this. And apart from that, we have been practicing, we have been knowing about many type of food and nutrition, the lifestyle techniques and mudra therapy. We are trying to understand. We also gone through the whole number of different number of alternative methods of treatment also we understood in one of the session. Likewise, one of the best holistic method of treating ourselves and keeping us healthy ourselves by ourselves and keeping the environment safer and environment much more highly positive and vibrant. Okay, in order to basically you are trying to help the environment to keep it pure and to keep it with the lot amount of oxygen you are going to supply into the environment by practicing of Agnihotra. That means you are protecting environment. Basically, you are helping the nature. Mother Nature, you are trying to help the Mother Nature with the help of Agnihotra. Such is the power of practice of Agnihotra. It helps you and it helps the all the environment around you. So that's the speciality of Agnihotra, friends. So now let's understand this now more and more. See, the Agnihotra needs, these are the following items. Try to understand. One, this particular heaven that is a pyramid shape, the inverted pyramid, right? Inverted pyramid vessel. So this is copper heaven. So this particular vessel is required, and then we have the cow dungs, the dry cow dungs, friends, and also we have one small vessel which is having one particularly this the spoon as well. Then there is a cow ghee, A2 cow ghee. It's all about A2 cow. We are going to perform with everything with the A2 cow. That is our Deshi cow. Try to remember this. There is no question of A1 cow or a English cow. All those ingredients will not be helpful at all. There's no use of doing it. Okay. Now, these cow dung cakes, dried cow dung cakes, you have to take 3. Now I kept it 3 here, and also have one small vessel with a spoon with the A2 ghee also here, and I have some bija. That means akshata we can say, right? So bija also here. Probably this bija must be like unpolished rice, unbroken, unpolished rice. You can keep it here. Now these are the basic ingredients. And you can keep karpura, that is camphor. So that's also natural camphor. So there's no question of artificial camphor. Okay, you have to take that. So all this is supplied as a part of Agnihotra kit, friends. We supply that. Mahavatar Foundation supply that. So anyway, so so what happens is here. Now, especially this Agnihotra practice is widely in use in India, which is spread and which is educated by Akkalkot Samsthan. In near Sirdi, Akkalkot Samsthan is doing the great service in order to promote this Agnihotra throughout the India, throughout the world, my friends. Anyhow, so now these are the ingredients and how to do that and how to practice it. I will try to explain it. Right. So let's see more details. Agnihotra is sacred tradition started by rishis of ancient India, right? So from ancient time, Agnihotra is a ritual, purify the environment using this method, okay? And by practicing this, what happens? This part of Vedic science of Ayurveda. So part of Ayurveda, which is very much mentioned here. And by doing this, what happens? It generates a lot of positive energy, and whatever the negative energy is there in the home or anywhere, it will be wiped out by doing the practice of this Agnihotra. Especially what happens, it generates a huge amount of oxygen, friends. These are the greatest benefits of this. When you burn all these things with the cow dungs and fire, when you are putting the fire, when you are burning the cow dungs and along with the A2 cow ghee, along with the bija, then what happens is mixing of all these things when you are burning. In fact, any fire happens, it should generate the smoke. The smoke should be having carbon dioxide. But basically here, the difference is by burning this, especially A2 cow, the desi cow dung cake and desi cow ghee together, mixing with bija, it generates a huge amount of oxygen. That is the speciality. Okay, wherever you do this practice in the home itself, for example, in your home, if you do, it generates abundant oxygen into the atmosphere of your home. It spreads all across your home also, like it spreads so many number of meters around the home also. It will go. If it is a small heaven, so it will go to some extent. So that means it will purify entire your home, and it generates a lot of negative ions in the atmosphere, friends. So I told about the atmosphere, the negative ions advantage I told in the previous classes. So this is how it is. So Agnihotra set consists of these things. Okay, pyramid shaped copper heaven kund will be there. Heaven kund, a stand also under the heaven kund there is stand, and the copper spoon akshata will be required. Copper pork is also, pork means especially when you put the cow dung cakes, to remove or to adjust, the copper pork is required. The copper small cup which carries the A2 cow ghee and camphor is required. The procedure for manual of doing this Agnihotra is also along with the kit available for you, okay, which will be supplied. The pure ghee, A2 ghee, okay, desi cow ghee and cow dung cakes. These are the essential items. So the copper heaven kund is the most important part of the heaven, okay. Mahavatar Foundation provides the kits, okay, fine. Now, so how do we practice this? Place 2 cow dung pieces horizontally and 2 pieces vertically, such that so all of space is created in the center of the copper part. What happens is when you are taken the heaven cone. Now you are placing. You can make the pieces of this the dry cow dung cake. You can make into pieces, or you can keep just small cow dung cakes. Okay, you can keep directly one upon other and have some space in between. Then you have to take one more cow dung cake. Apply you apply the ghee on that cow dung cake. Okay, you apply ghee on the cow dung cake and lit the camphor. The camphor, whatever the lighting the camphor comes, no, with that you have to burn this one cow dung cake which is merged into the ghee, and then with the cow dung cake starts burning, then go and put that fire into the other cow dung cakes. But you start putting little this cow dung cow ghee, A2 ghee must be poured into the cow dung cakes which are kept inside the pot, the copper pot. Then only what happened, when you put the fire, then they start they start burning. So that's how it is. So I'll send you the video. So in fact you can understand. So the video can give you the more clarity on how to practice, in real time, how to practice. I will send you one video. You can definitely practice after getting this the Homa kit, that is Agnihotra kit, right? Now, so what are the medicinal properties basically? Especially this igniting the fire at appropriate time. That is very important, friends. This must be practiced at what time? Especially sunrise time or sunset time. Only these are the 2 timings. So there is an app also. I will send you the link of the app. So if you put that app, it will show you what is the sunrise time in your city, what is the sunset time in your city. Okay, so take a bath, especially in morning time, sunrise time. That's a bit on or before 6 o'clock. In sunset time also on or before 6 o'clock. So there's a exact time. By the time only the fire has to be taken. So that means you can keep burning it, but at that particular time, exactly the time which is allocated for your city, you start offering the bija and start doing a mantra. So there are 2 mantras basically, I will tell you. So these 2 mantras, sunset time 1 mantra, sunrise time 1 mantra. Chanting those mantras, you can practice this. Who can practice? Everybody can practice. Ladies, gents, doesn't matter. Everybody can practice. Anytime you can practice. Anyhow, so the medicinal properties of Agnihotra. Agnihotra renews the brain cells. So the skin and everything, blood will be purified. Okay. So even people who have some allergy for smoke, if they sit for in front of Agnihotra, that will be removed. In fact, the allergy will go. Such is the power of this Agnihotra, right? So it's the holistic approach to the life. Anyway, so it purifies the entire atmosphere, friends. That's what I told you. So this is one of the incidents happened in India, the Bhopal gas tragedy. So in that, only 1 family survived. Even it has come in you can search in Google, so you can find out more information. So at that point of time, they went in search of what the death happened, what the people dead. Then they will find that 1 family is still alive. Out of this great tragedy happened, only 1 family survived. So that family close to that Bhopal gas plant, but still they survived because of the reason that at that point of time they were doing Agnihotra inside their home. They were doing Agnihotra, friends. Because of that, they survived. All other people, all the families around that house also, everybody died. Okay, the thousands of people have died, but only 1 family survived because of they were doing Agnihotra at that point of time of the Bhopal gas tragedy. Okay, so because they were generating abundant oxygen, so it has protected them. Okay, that's the benefit of this Agnihotra. Anyway, Vedas stipulate that Homa should be performed by both men and women without fail. Okay, the most important should practice exactly at sunrise, sunset time. As I told you, you can practice in apartment, garden, office, wherever it is. It takes a few minutes in daily time, maybe 15 minutes it takes. That's all. Okay. So Agnihotra mantra, sunrise, sunset mantra, both will be there. You can chant. Definitely you can chant. So that I will send you the WhatsApp, what exactly the mantra, and I will send you the video how to practice it. The conclusion is Agnihotra. After doing Agnihotra, friends, so as I told you, the abundant oxygen is generated. It purifies your home. It purifies the atmosphere. So this particular oxygen which is generated, which is definitely helpful for the many of the species, many of the outside species, animals and everything. So and also for yourself to breathe good amount of oxygen. In the cities, what happened nowadays? You observe in the cities, So there is no oxygen, much oxygen available, right? All the deforestation happened. No plants are there to generate the good amount of oxygen. Everywhere vehicles are floating. Because of vehicles, carbon monoxide is generated in the atmosphere. You don't have proper amount of oxygen, right? So that's the sad part of the urbans and cities plants. So wherein if you practice this Agnihotra daily in the house, so that will be replacing all that malfunctioning, and all the disadvantages will go. Whatever, though you are living in the city and urban, if you practice Agnihotra, which will help and which will bring out of all these problems for you, friends. That's a specialty of this Agnihotra. Okay. So now, so that is one thing. So that means you are helped by Agnihotra for yourself, for your house, as well. You are helping the environment also. So this Agnihotra especially, so it is considered as the great service to the nature, friends. So it's a great dharma you are doing. The reason is you are generating abundant amount of oxygen. Because of this, what happened? The ozone layer also gets properly constructed. The ozone layer now got punctured because of the excessive amount of this carbon monoxide and so a lot of chlorofluorocarbons which generated to the atmosphere. So because of the global warming, you can see that is where the Agnihotra plays a very important role, friends. Everybody practices their home. It's enough. It's enough. You can practice anywhere also. So now the Agnihotra, whatever the ash you generate, whatever the ash you are going to generate, right? That ash is quietly useful. You can use for as an ointment. You can use for all your skin rashes and skin wounds or whatever happens. And also this ash, if you filter it, a nice ash, if you generate it, so after the ash comes out, you filter it and get nice particles of ash. This you can, one pinch of ash can be put into the one bottle of water, 1 liter of water. So it acts like a water purifier. It kills all bacteria, virus, and it turns the water into alkaline nature. So that's the greatest advantage of this Agnihotra has, my dear friends. So purification of water, and also see the Agnihotra, this ash can be used as a manure to the farming. Basically, you can mix in the water. You can spray to the the trees and plants around your house or in the farm. So that's why there's one thing called in Australia, especially country in Australia. So that's the power of the Agnihotra. So what happens now? So in Australia, they follow widely this particular the farming called Homa farming, spiritual farming, friends. So by using this Agnihotra hash, they do all their farming, and the growth of the plants will be definitely so the amazing. So that kind of growth will happen in the plants. So that's the advantage of this Agnihotra, friends. So this is the conclusion. So you can take this help. You can take the help of Agnihotra all the time in your house. So especially any kind of any ailments for the matter of any ailments. For example, you got a fever, cold, whatever it may be. Add this Agnihotra small extent within your water, and the stir it and then you drink. That's all. That's how it's going to build your immunity. It's going to kill bacteria, virus also. In fact, Shirdi Sai is to give the basma. Basma means the ash. Whoever goes to Shirdi Sai those days is to give that basma or ash to that person. Is to go and take that basma or ash into water and you drink, and then you get cured. Is the disease. So that is the power of basma. That's the power of the Agnihotra, right? So you first of all you are doing chanting. You are mixing all the A2 key, that is basic cow ingredients, which are very powerful, right? So with all these things and having your clear intention of doing this, so which is going to energize everything, then it gives a multifold, many-fold benefits in the daily life, friends. That's why, which is highly recommended practice, Vedic practice in everybody's life, friends. So let's follow this now. So let's understand the Khechari Mudra. Okay, Khechari Mudra. So this is one of the important mudra, friends. Okay, so Khechari Mudra is one of the important mudra we need to understand. Khechari Mudra. So this mudra, especially how to practice. See the practice, the formation. It's very simple. So if you open the tongue and then especially open the mouth and tongue is there, tongue has to be kept upwards. Okay. Close your eyes, sit comfortably, take a 2-3 deep breathings and sit silently. Take this tongue and keep it upwards to the roof of the mouth. Okay, touch the roof of the mouth and keep it upwards. So that means you are inverting and putting onto the top of the the tongue will be putting into the top of the mouth top portion. You are touching it like this. That time you can put chin mudra. You can put chin mudra and place in the chin mudra. You can do all this practice. Okay, but so try to practice with the help of the experienced person is always good, because this is a powerful mudra. It's not a small mudra. Even Mahavatar Babaji, all the great yogis, they become chiranjeevis by practicing the Khechari mudra, friends. Now let's understand what are the benefits here. See, Khechari mudra benefits, especially it relaxes mind when you do this. Especially this mudra activates the Bindu chakra. Between the especially Agna chakra and Visuddha chakra, there is one more called Bindu chakra. Generally, we don't discuss about that, but when you do this particular mudra, it starts activating that. Then it secretes one sweet juice called ambrosia. We call in Vedas somras Vedas. So which falls especially in Visuddha chakra. It go and fall in the Visuddha chakra, the throat chakra. It go and fall here. Okay. So the yogis experience nectar through this mudra. Whoever succeeds this mudra, they escape out of disease, fatigue, hunger, thirst, death. Even death also you can escape. You can become a chiranjeeva by proper practice of this mudra. That is so much power of this mudra, friends. Okay. So there are other number of benefits are there. Help in spiritual growth, improves your voice quality, controls anger, offer the peace and calmness, strengthen the intuition power. All this will happen. So this Khechari mudra, so powerful. So you can practice this in your daily life. So you can practice for this way. You can practice for 10-15 minutes in a day. So 10-15 minutes you can do practice of this Khechari mudra. Okay. Yes, friends. Let's take some questions and sharing of your experiences. Yes. Jayalakshmi madam, can speak.
Yes, nice to know about so many things, especially now about Agnihotra.
Yes.
Normally, people will be under the impression that it has to be done in an elaborate manner, calling Pandit and all that. Nice.
Definitely. You can practice, madam. This is very, very useful. I'm telling you, this is going to cure, without your knowledge, it will cure everything in the house.
Yes.
Such is the power. See, actually, this is found in our Vedas by our saints. Saints have described so nicely. This is gone to Australia.
There are still, my own relatives, they perform, but those stay in rural areas. That is, this what I'm trying to say is, this is Agnihotra made simple.
Yes.
It can be done anywhere, in the garden, in the house,
Yes.
like in a small matchbox-like house. We were not thinking that it is possible. That's what I'm very appreciative of this introduction to Agnihotra, even in such areas.
Yes, correct. Sure. Right. Basava Shankara.
Good morning, sir.
Geetanjali. Tell me, madam. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, today's session is very knowledgeous. We know about much more about Socrates, sir. Thank you so much for giving that much of knowledge, sir. And that mudra as well. So when will I do this mudra? Always can we take
Anytime you can practice.
Yes,
There's no limitation. You can practice anytime and start practicing. So it is difficult. It's difficult to practice, in fact. Okay. So you are going to put the tongue upward and touching the roof of like that. Okay. Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes. Sir, have you checked yesterday recording, sir?
Recording? No, it's not available. I think I forgot.
It's not available.
It's not recorded. So I forgot. Anytime if I forget recording, please remind me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely.
Okay. Someone of you should observe that, because I'll be in focus of. I'll be doing the class.
Yes.
Excuse me. Yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, there was a voice saying it is getting recorded.
Really? Okay.
Sir. Yes, sir. It is recorded, sir.
I heard that.
Okay. Then I think today my office.
I think it got recorded, sir.
Okay, let me find.
I heard it.
Okay.
Sir, you can check tomorrow also, sir. No problem.
Today I'll check, because office is open today. So then
okay, fine.
yesterday was holiday because of festival.
Okay, fine. Fine, sir. It's okay. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Agnihotra, you must practice, ma. Agnihotra,
Yes, sir.
not practicing. It brings the great transformation in your life.
Yes, sir.
It's a highly powerful practice, I'm telling you. I'm advising all of you. Okay. So I'll send you the video also. Start practicing it. Okay. It's very simple.
Sir, sir, I want to ask a question, something different. Like, sir, my mother has a knee problem. Sir, what therapy is beneficial and it is perfect for her, sir?
See, one thing is
Because her age at sir 60, sir, 59, sir.
59.
That's why I'm asking.
It's less age,
Yes.
not a problem. It's very less age. So for knee pain, joint pains, what happens is
Yes.
we follow in if at all in around you, if anybody is there like marma therapy, okay? If any marma specialist is there, please approach it. It will cure. Immediately it will cure, not relief, cure, it will cure.
Okay, sir.
We have cured many patients in Soul Kshetra. In our center, we have wellness center also, along with Mahavatar Foundation. We run one holistic wellness center that's called Ayurvedic Center, Soul Kshetra. So wherein we cure many patients who come with the lower back, upper back, and even the spondylitis, like migraine pain, all the joint pain, knee pains, shoulder pain, frozen shoulder, all these things. They come with the paralysis attack. All the, with the paralysis attack, some of the left or right side will be stopped working. So all this will start activating it. So the marma therapy is number one. This is a part of Ayurveda actually, but everywhere they will not practice.
No, sir.
Yeah, everywhere they will not practice. Even Ayurveda centers are many, but they won't practice this marma therapy. Very less experts are there. We have an expert in our center. So he comes weekly once or so. Okay. So we provide this treatment for many people who are suffering. They don't need to approach any orthopedic doctor. They don't need to go for surgeries. We avoid all the surgeries with this. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes.
This is called marma therapy. Okay. Otherwise, other alternative therapies like you try for which are available surrounding acupuncture, basically. Acupuncture.
Okay.
Who does acupuncture?
Actually.
Follow that. Yeah, acupuncture. So that's also helpful for you. And one of the mudras, mudras also, specific mudras are there for joint pains, which I explained you. I will send you if you want it. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I will talk with you, sir, about the latter in WhatsApp message.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yes. Amita, madam.
Yes, sir. Namaste, sir. Sir, when I was in Delhi, my friends were from Gayatri Parivar. So I have, as you know, they put a lot of importance on Havan and Yagna. All their auspicious occasions, whether it is marriage or birth of a child, whatever it is followed by Yagna or a Havan. So, and they also say the same thing, sir, how you were saying that for the purification of the environment and for oxygen and all that. So I have seen closely how they do. And very nice. Today you said I have been thinking quite a while that I should start at my home. Today, after taking the class, my conviction level has become now 100%. I should start it right away. It is very much nice.
Please start. Any help you wanted, you take help of Mahavatar Foundation. We are ready to help. We have expertise.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Yes. Right. Sangeeta, madam.
Namaste, Guruji.
Thank you.
Sir, today session was very knowledgeable and very helpful and very motivative, like very inspiring. The stories and all the detail, how life changes and the life journey. Very nice. Thank you for sharing your knowledge. So today's mudra, how long we can do this mudra?
15 minutes one time. In one sitting, 15 minutes is enough, more than enough.
And in between, we can close our mouth or continue. We have to.
No, that 15 minutes you have to open. Keep open. Okay. Start practicing. Slowly it will.
I think it is very difficult, sir. At a time, 15 minutes open mouth.
Yeah. That's why
No,
start practicing 5 minutes.
In the beginning, 5 minutes possible.
Slowly start. Yeah.
Yes.
Step by step you go. Need not to be hurry.
Any
Okay.
mudra for that matter, we cannot attest in the beginning itself continue for 15, 20 minutes.
Correct. Yes.
Sir, any other mudra also, sometime hands, they just
Go away.
don't touch in between. So
It will go
can
away.
we
No
start
problem.
again? We
Yes. You have
need
to
to
bring
start
back.
with
Correct. You have to bring back.
No, the positions change, but you can get back.
You can get back. Correct. Likewise, you have to do. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Vani, madam.
Hello.
Yes.
Very nice, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
You are doing very good job.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Divine gratitude, sir.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
One small suggestion, sir.
Yes.
We are a small group here, right?
Yeah.
Who are extremely interested in the knowledge that you are imparting. So it will be a good idea if there is a list of phone numbers of these people in our group, so that whoever wants can have interaction even after this 21 days session is over, to share what we are doing, how we are improving, and get back to you.
Sure, definitely. In fact, I will try to take the experience of everybody in the last before one class.
That is correct.
So,
That is the experience of the 21 days of
21
workshop.
days. Yes, 21 days.
But whether we are continuing, how we are experiencing, and also we can extend the hand of friendship, no? Like-minded people. The aura will increase, and if time permits, we can meditate with the video open at around the same time, so that we can increase the positive vibes, things like that.
Definitely, it's a good idea. And in fact, all the group, whatever the WhatsApp group we have, many people are there, many members are there. All the members may not come to the session, so they try to go through the videos and they try to learn.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
maybe they have timing
The
issues, something like that.
Not 100%. See, people are engaged in their own activities.
Yeah.
We have to follow Swadharma, like doing the right thing at the right time. And everyday job is very important, no matter what. But this is a small suggestion.
Yes, we'll do that. Next, we'll form the group, and of
Because
course,
as you have been telling time and again, that
yes.
this cosmic energy we have to totally utilize.
Correct.
This pranic energy feeling, you have to experience it totally.
Correct.
So that can be done if like-minded people interact, and if possible, do it at around the same time. And it will spread the good vibes.
Yes.
We can even share our problems.
Yes.
Not all days we are able to do proper mudra. Sometimes it gets interrupted because of various factors. So these we can interact and collectively convey to you for remedies. That is my.
You can grow properly with the guidance you are telling. The guidance, the future guidance after this. After this 21 days, guidance will be helpful.
And it will keep the string intact. Otherwise, no matter how genuine we are so immersed in our day-to-day activities, this might slowly,
Fade away.
So to keep it intact, I think like-minded people, if we can extend the hand of friendship and continue, I think it is better.
Sure, we'll do that. No problem. Right. Okay. So I think there's one more person, Land Explore. So can you speak? Land Explore. Varsha madam didn't speak from beginning day also. Varsha madam, you are there? आप ओल्ड पार्टिसिपेंट है, बैच 2 में आया ना, बैच 2 में आया.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर.
कैसा है? अच्छा है मां?
अच्छा है, लेकिन मुझे थोड़ा इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग का प्रॉब्लम है, इसलिए मैं बात नहीं कर रही थी ज्यादा।
Okay. Right. You're practicing meditation, right? Regularly.
हाँ, रेगुलर कर रही है और आपका लेक्चर्स भी डेली सुन रही थी, अच्छा लगता है।
Okay. So need to practice. The meditation is most important. Along with that, supported by our Dhyana. All the sessions, whatever the wisdom you receive, so imbibe that wisdom and practice more and more meditation. That's more important.
हाँ, thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Right. So thank you very much, friends. Thanks for
You seem
joining.
to be knowing a lot of languages, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
You seem to be knowing a lot of languages.
So to the extent possible, yes.
इंग्लिश बात करने को
Yeah.
हिंदी में बात कर रहे हैं, तेलुगु
continue. Sir, we
Hindi,
also can
Telugu,
continue
Kannada.
in fourth batch also.
Yeah, I think both voices are,
Okay. Sir, I want to ask, we can continue also with the fourth batch.
Yeah, definitely, ma'am. Join it, no? I'll be launching on October 1st, so please join that.
Okay, sure,
So
sir.
as long as Mahavatar Foundation is there, so we are doing continuous programs. Be with us.
Okay.
Enjoy the journey of life on the Earth planet. Do not worry.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
Sir,
sure.
link only the link will come. The new batch link.
Yes, sir.
It will be posted in the group 3, the batch 3 also. Batch 4 is separately open, but we'll post all the details in batch 3, pick up that information and then start using it. Okay?
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sure.
So same link will be there. Same link, no difference in the link. And only thing, subjects and topics will change again.
Okay.
So first 4-5 days basics will be same. After 4-5 days, the topics will keep on changing.
Yes, there is subject to availability of resource persons. There might be changes.
What happens in batch 2, we have different topics. We have taken continuous session, 4 sessions on only water therapy. Only water therapy, continuous 4 sessions are there. Please watch them. It's very detailed. It will be a mesmerization and the amazing experience to listen those messages on water. There are the kind of a water therapy 4 days, which you have very elaborate sessions are there.
Okay.
Which I think Varsha ji has gone through that all water therapy sessions.
First batches sir.
Yes. Okay. Likewise, so the topics keep changing from one session to one batch to other batch. The topics keep changing. I don't repeat them. Only first 4 days of every batch will have the same basics of meditation, vegetarianism, pyramid power. Up to that I will take. Later on it will differ.
Okay, sir.
That is why every batch is very important. Every participant of every batch, so the newcomer or old timers, definitely you can participate and gain more and more wisdom. Day in, day out, and day to day, in every batch to batch, it will grow. Your wisdom will grow.
Yeah, sir, definitely, sir.
Yes.
So then Thursday is our last, or Friday, or Saturday?
Friday is the last. Friday is the last. Friday will be wonderful program with Bhajagovindam slokas. Bhajagovindam.
Oh.
Adi Shankaracharya slokas.
Yes.
Such a great slokas which one of our special master is going to join, and he'll be singing the slokas and he'll be giving the explanation.
Very apt, because we were talking about Janana and Marana.
Yes.
There is a verse, Punarapi Jananam, Punarapi Maranam.
Punarapi Maranam. Yes.
Yeah.
By Adi Shankaracharya. So such is the power of the Bhajagovindam. Bhajagovindam is anything equal to or more than Bhagavad Gita. Okay.
Bhagavad Gita.
Yes. Okay, that will be there. The last final class. So before that, one day before Thursday, we'll have sharing of experiences from all of you. So you can share your journey of 21 days, how it went and how you felt. So that's enough. So this last day will be Bhajagovindam. We'll be ending with Bhajagovindam. Yes.
It is better to finish at weekend because we have a lot of time. At the weekdays, sir, we have a lot of work, sir.
No problem. But our session will not differ, no? Like number of days will not differ.
It's okay, sir. We can manage, sir.
Yes. Okay. So thank you, ma. So thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Vandana.
you.
Namaste to all. Thanks for joining the session.
Namaste. Thank you
Yes,
very
sir.
much. Have a great day,
Thank you,
sir.
Guruji.
Have a great day, all our co-participants.
Yes.